Hey, you know what time it is. It's rapid reactions. A whole lot of topics. A little bit of time. Jay, the floor is yours.
All right, Mike D'Antoni is leaving his post with the Brooklyn Nets as an assistant coach, and he will reportedly explore future head coaching opportunities. Drink, he's 70. Is it fair to question whether or not he should get another head coaching opportunity?
Yes, but I wouldn't necessarily say I wouldn't put it on his age. Me personally, I probably put on his past performance. He'd have more than enough jobs to for me to say, I don't know, man. You haven't showed me that you know how to get a team over the hump into an NBA Finals. You haven't even showed me that you know how to get a team to play consistent defense. So, with that said, I probably would pass on him for those reasons more than his age. But yes, it is fair to question that for sure. Washington Nationals ace righty Max Scherzer doesn't know if he'll be traded before Friday's trading deadline, but he chose to focus on the positive after his win over the Philadelphia Phillies earlier today. Is that the is that the approach you'll take?
Yes, bottom line, Max Scherzer played, I believe it was signed 7 year deal. They won a World Series. That's about the beginning of end of it. No matter what happens, whether he gets traded or not, he can be proud of that. And look, I think Nationals fans either way they'll be grateful whether he's there or not tomorrow. Today, it was reported by UFC Chief Business Officer Hunter Campbell that UFC greatest woman of all time, Amanda Nunes, tested positive for COVID, which will cancel her fight against Juliana Pena that was scheduled for UFC 265. Your thoughts?
Well, listen, I hate to see the woke get COVID, but we know what time it is. We know how this pandemic is. We know what this virus does. Hopefully, she bounce back, be healthy, get back into being herself, and hopefully everything goes smooth. And listen, you know how Dana White get down. He'll reschedule this fight real quick. If most likely it's not gonna go down on UFC 265, so it probably go down on UFC 266 because that's how Dana get down. So shouts out to her. I hope everything going well with everything she got going on. Recently hired New Orleans Pelicans coach Willie Green said the current situation in New Orleans remind him of his coaching stint with the Phoenix Suns. What do you think of that statement?
Well, that's I think that's setting up the expectation bar pretty quickly. You know, the Willie Green only coached there for 3 seasons, I believe, and within 3 seasons they were in the NBA Finals and had a 2-0 NBA Finals series lead. So, if he's predicting that's going to occur in his first 3 seasons with New Orleans, that's what I'm taking from it. Then I think that's a pretty high bar, and we know how quickly NBA head coaches can get on out of here. So talk to our friend Lloyd Pierce. After missing the first 2 days of practice, the Jets have signed rookie quarterback Zach Wilson to a 4 year, $35.15 million contract. And that means all 2021 rookie first rounds have been signed. Considering the rest of the quarterback room, which isn't impressive for the Jets, I'm sure no one is happier than Robert Saleh.
Yep. NFLPA President J.C. Trader ripped NFL teams that are forcing their unvaccinated players to wear wristbands, saying it is unnecessary. It is an unnecessary move that publicly shames players. Do you agree with him?
Yes, we already look the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. The vaccinated don't have to wear masks. The unvaccinated have to wear masks. Even though the CDC trying to muddy it up here lately. But that's the difference. Like we don't need like dudes to wear wristbands and get like, the letters unvaccinated tattooed on their arms. Like we don't need to do all this. It's just too much. And I do agree, like, some of these like little shaming moves. Like it seems like we trying to shame people into getting the vaccine, and it's just not the right approach. Good for JC Treader for speaking out. The two-time NBA champion Lamar Odom is reportedly set to fight two-time world heavyweight champion Riddick Bowe at the James L. Knight Arena in Miami on October 2nd. That's confirmed by official celebrity boxing founder Damon Feldman. This celebrity boxing is getting really popular today, right?
Yeah, man. I don't know. It just seemed like me and you, for example. We got to a certain level of popularity, and I ain't like you. I just call up old Damon here and be like, "Listen, I want to fight my partner. What you offering? All right, cool. Where we gotta be at? All right, boom. So yeah, it seemed to be getting popular, man. I was watching it like last month, and it's like reality TV folks and they just making up fights as they go, and it's wild. But I guess it's pretty entertaining. So yeah, it's getting popular. Chicago's Cubs manager David Ross held star Anthony Rizzo and Chris Bryant out of the lineup today, and now is reported saying Rizzo is heading to the New York Yankees. Do you see Bryant getting moved too?
You know, based on the NBA kind of talk we were talking about earlier with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, now Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal. Yeah, I'm going to say Chris Bryant does get traded tomorrow before the deadline. Saints coach Sean Payton expressed frustration over wide receiver Michael Thomas' decision to not have ankle surgery until June. Do you blame him for feeling that way?
Dang, man, I knew a guy that felt that way about his teammate too. He just so happened to be the GOAT in the game of basketball, or at least one of the GOATs. I don't know. I'm going to say this. He don't feel that way for no reason. So something tells me that Sean Payton feel like that Michael Thomas could have got this ankle surgery earlier, but he trying to prove a point. So, no, I don't blame him for that because this hurts their team. Michael Thomas is their best wide receiver. You got two quarterbacks that need all the help they can get, and here you go fumbling around. So, nope, I agree with Sean Payton on that. Last one. Sources say the Pistons will draft Oklahoma State guard Cade Cunningham with the first overall pick. So, with that said, Jay, who will be pick number 2? Who you got?
That's crazy because the Houston Rockets are actually live on the clock right now. I'm going to say it's Evan Mobley out of USC and find out later if I was correct. Anyway, that concludes tonight's Drink of Wisdom. Thank you for joining us. Like, listen, share, subscribe. We appreciate it all. And I'm Jay Wise.
And I'm Nathan Drinker. And remember, make tomorrow better than today and make today better than yesterday. And you know what we going to do. We going to holler at you until next time, baby.